Open your eyes. Open your eyes.
The gaming industry would never be what it is today without one of Nintendo's most influential franchises, The Legend of Zelda. Breaking out on the scene in 1986, The Legend of Zelda innovated gaming for the better, with each new title presenting a new mechanic, design innovation, and new, interesting characters that we know and love today.
Pardon me for being so blunt. Let's not forget the fact that I am the most skilled archer of all the Rito.
I'm Kiba.
And I'm Cole.
And we're the Retrocade, with the condensed history of The Legend of Zelda.
From The Legend of Zelda to Breath of the Wild, Nintendo has rocked the gaming industry with over 100 million copies sold collectively by 2017, and the fan base has grown exponentially with installments across the Nintendo Entertainment System to the Nintendo Switch. The Legend of Zelda on the NES was the first console-based game to feature save files so that you could stop and continue progress at any time. This was done by using a battery-charged RAM in the game cartridge.
Continuing with gaming innovations, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time released in 1998 and is still considered one of the best games of all time, boasting a unique 64-bit graphic design for the time and a riveting story that is still replayable to this day. An open-world game of this scale really hadn't been explored until then, and other companies such as Sony and Sega jumped on board the 64-bit train soon after to try and compete. Plus, Ocarina of Time has one of the most beautiful soundtracks in gaming history, and made everyone want to go out and pick up the ocarina.
Now we can't talk about Zelda without mentioning one of the darkest entries in the series, Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask was the sequel to Ocarina of Time and was the second game to not have the venomous, boar-like Gerudo Ganondorf as the main villain, instead opting for the mischievous and demented Skull Kid. Not only did Majora's Mask push the boundaries of what the Nintendo 64 could do, but even its remaster on the Nintendo 3DS family of systems somehow managed to push the boundaries of story, visuals, and controls.
Nominated for Game of the Decade at the 2012 Spike Video Game Awards, The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker changed the Zelda series visually by going for a cel-shaded, cartoonish look for Link, Zelda, and the rest of the franchise's most beloved characters, and went for a full sea exploration on the Nintendo GameCube in 2002. Once again, this spurred a number of installments on the Nintendo handheld systems, including the Phantom Hourglass, Minish Cap, and Spirit Tracks, that used this art style, making Toon Link a part of Zelda history, and his own character in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Once again, Wind Waker featured some killer music and stunning storytelling.
Of course, we could talk about the great titles like Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword, but when it comes down to it, Breath of the Wild gave longtime fans and players the Legend of Zelda adventure they had been waiting for. A massive open world, a unique battle system and weapons system, and even fully voiced cutscenes to really make the immersion that much more impactful. Taking home numerous awards including Game of the Year in 2017, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is one of the best games in the franchise and pushed the boundaries of what it meant to be an open-world title. It also adopted the cel-shaded, subtle, realistic art style that really hadn't been seen in games yet, at least to that scale.
The Legend of Zelda is one of those franchises that just keeps you guessing and continues to surprise and impress with every installment. Looking at the future, Nintendo regards Link and the rest of the Zelda franchise as one of their most beloved, and we don't see that changing anytime soon. What can we expect from the next Zelda entry? Only time will tell. I'm Kiba.
And I'm Cole.
And this was the Retrocade with the condensed history of The Legend of Zelda.